Here. Wilson.
Here.
LaShore.
Here.
Secor.
Here.
Townsend.
Here.
Miller here. All are present.
Present accounted for, good. Okay, we have a motion for the adoption of tonight's agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the adoption of the agenda as presented.
Second.
Who is that?
Pretty close call.
I think that's done.
Vanessa. Seconded that.
Very good. We got a motion and a second to accept the agenda for the evening as presented. Any discussion, any questions, any changes? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
Motion is carried.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes for the August 6, 2014 regular meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes of August 6, 2014 with, as presented. I don't see any
Read it right.
amendments.
You ready?
Can we get a second?
I'll second that.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the August 16, 24 regular meeting minutes. Anyone have any questions? Anything to discuss? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
None. Motion is carried.
Special orders, have none. Public comment. Anyone would like to get up and make public comment at this time? Please step up to the microphone. Anyone that'd like to?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Third time, 3 months. Sorry to you. How's everyone? Concerning sidewalks, number one, questions like, number one, are the other areas of township being looked at for sidewalk issues other than south of the village?
Not at the present time.
And I guess the notices I received, my first notice about sidewalks was August the 20th. And the letter I had said I had to September 12th to get it done. The ordinance indicated I had 30 days, at least 30 days or more. That don't match. You know, I should have had these 30 days notice. Especially.
If I recall correctly, sir, I believe you've already had discussion and that's been okay.
Say again? Now, my first notice, probably
Okay.
on August 20th.
All right. I understand.
I received any other notice prior to that. And I think I sent some letters out, and I hadn't heard a response, so I don't know whether some of the adjustments made it better or not. And that was because when I received an estimate of almost $3,000, I felt like I should need more than 30 days to get estimates. That's to repair. It'll take you longer than 30 days to fix the repairs right outside the door. So I want to make sure that I get the best bang for my buck also. I know that, and also the conditions on my sidewalk, I think I need to have reviewed. I don't know who to review that with, because when I looked up what spalding and pitting is, it doesn't match the definition that's generally accepted as conditions of spalding and pitting in the sidewalk. And even one person who does concrete all the time indicated at one time sidewalks were put down in a very smooth manner, and another time it's put down with a lot of gravel, highly gravel. It was a different type of technique they used those years ago. And maybe that's being confused as spalding. But spalding indicated as loose surfaces and some sort of pitting. They're out there. And even my neighbor next door don't have any, but they have a lot of green dots. So those are my issues that I wish that were addressed, and I don't know what the procedure is to appeal what's going on, so I do address that one. Thank you.
But number one, I misspoke on it. It's not just Southfield Village. There's other areas. I don't have that list in front of me right now, but there are other streets. But it was started in a section of town, and next year we're going to go to another section. So have someone, I'm sorry, we can have someone come out and take a look at that again for you, if that's what you'd like. Have some more discussion.
I live at 3486 Linger Lane. On the letter that I received, the last letter that I received, it said total estimate $479.60. Now, I would just like to know how they base it. I know this is what has to be done to my sidewalks. It's going to be much more than that amount. So if the contractor did not come out and take a look at this to give an estimate, how can you say total estimate $479.60? And the contractor has not looked at mine. Before, when they replaced these same two squares of cement, evidently they shaved the root of the tree down. In a couple of years, I noticed it began to rise a little bit, and year after year it rose a little bit more, and rose a little bit more. At this time, they will have to take that root out, because if you go and let somebody shave that root again, it's going to grow back again. In a few years, I'll have the same problem. If they do it the right way, it's going to be more than $479.60. So I question this. How can you give me this type of estimate, and then I know that it's going to cost more than that to do my sidewalk? I have those two that run root on this side, and then on the other side of my driveway, there's another one that the tree root is under also. So I already I told Ruth Ann that I was not going to get a contractor myself. I was not going to try to contract anyone to do mine. I wanted the contractor that the township hired to do mine, because I want them to be responsible for doing it the right way. And so the contractor needs to come out, because my sidewalk is up like this. One plank is up about that high, and the other one is up like that, and then another one is like that. So there's evidently there's a root there on both sides that's happening, and this needs to be taken care of the right way, so I won't have this problem again. And I mean, I was not aware when they came around years ago. I was not aware that the root was causing them to raise in the first place. But when this time when it started, each year I saw the sidewalk coming up a little bit more, and another 6 or 7 months, a little bit more. And then I realized that it was a root, and it was a root before. So now the same problem doesn't need to keep occurring. This needs to be done right, and so I won't have to bother with that problem again. Thank you.
Appreciate what you're saying. We can get into a little discussion on that in a minute. Is there any other public comment?
Yeah, Bill Littlejohn, 3827 Mac Road, Bridgeport. I have heard a lot of foul language in Bridgeport. And I was just wondering if there's something that couldn't be done about it. As far as an ordinance, we have none. And it's getting really atrocious in Bridgeport. I get around Bridgeport quite a lot, and it's bad. And I was just wondering if something couldn't be done. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's something that we can look into. Okay.
Good evening.
Hi.
My name is Stella Johnson, and we've been a resident of Bridgeport Township for well over 35 years. And it was not until I went to our Southfield Village meeting just the other day that I found out that I had little green dots in front of my walkway, my sidewalk. My husband said he noticed it, but I just wanted to be on record to say that we've not received a letter at all with regards to what the green dots mean and what the violations are in detail, so that we would know what we are looking for, whether we could make an informed decision with regards to whether we would like to go with the township contractor or whether we would like to, get an estimate from another contractor. But without knowing details, we're kind of left in the dark. So I don't know whether before the meeting is over or after the meeting, we need to leave you our official mailing address, because we have changed to a P.O. Box number, so maybe that was the reason why we've not received any mailing or what the problem is, but I know that we're not the only ones who
What is
had.
your home address?
My home address,
Yeah, your house address.
3281 Southfield Drive.
Thank you.
I was gonna suggest you can get with Ruth Ann at the end of the meeting. And,
Yeah.
and then the yellow front row.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else would like to make public comment? Any other public comment? Any other public comment? Hearing none, public comment is now closed. Let's get into a little discussion about the sidewalks, because I understand it's been an issue, obviously. There's been some misunderstandings and whatever. Ruth Ann is initiated, she was the one that was in charge of going out and inspecting the sidewalks and developing a process, and it's been many years since that's been done in Bridgeport. I don't recall exactly when the last time was, but it's been quite a long time ago. And obviously, you wind up with situations where sidewalks have heaved, people trip, they wind up suing anybody they can, including the township. So it's something that needs to be addressed. And with a limited staff, we wasn't able to go out and do the whole township at the same time. Hopefully, nobody in Southfield Village or that particular area feels that they were being picked on. There's other areas going to come next year. And I think, I'm sure by then the process will have developed where it's going to run a lot smoother than it did this year. Ruth Ann did a very good job, and she learned a lot during the process. So is there anything, Rosa, you wanted to comment, or Ruth Ann? As far as the lady that spoke about the not getting, obviously it was on Ruth Ann's list, and apparently I would assume it was sent to you, but I'm sure she'll check on that. It might have been an issue, as you say, with the post office box. Seems like they would have sent it back to us if it was undeliverable, but at any rate, we'll get into that and make sure it's taken care of. Eddie Fox, you'll also be given time and whatever, we extended the deadline. We'll get into that issue. We're going to be hopefully approving the contractor tonight. Then it'll be up to the decision of the residents as to whether they want to utilize that contractor or someone else. My guess is, since they're doing them in the same area, basically the same area, it would probably be cheaper utilizing that contractor because they have a tendency to bid less, whether it's a contractor or whatever. But if they're going to be doing a lot of sidewalks in a specific area, obviously they're going to try and bid a little bit lower because they don't have to run their equipment all over the place. But anyway, hopefully we can get all those little hiccups that happen taken care of, and we're trying to do the best. Ruth Ann and Rose have been working with the people, trying to do the best we can to make sure everybody's satisfied to a certain point. I understand some people don't think they should have to take care of the sidewalks, but that's the way it works sometimes, I guess. But, anything else either of you want to add to that? Or? Any reports on unfinished business under new business? Resolution R-14-3, revising the grant application for the new Kayak Launch.
I'd like like to make a motion to approve revising resolution R-14-3 grant application for the handicap accessible canoe kayak launch that was dated March 4th, 2014. It includes an additional request for monies which would enable a handicap accessible launch site to be placed on the Hoffman site as well as the Davis Park site that was originally requested.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and seconded to approve resolution R-14-3, revising the grant application for the canoe kayak launches. Part of the issue there, the intent was to have a handicap spot. Well, if we don't have one at, let's say we have one at Hoffman and we don't have one down here, somebody gets in the canoe there and comes down to this one, then there's not a place for them to get out, and it's awful tough to paddle back upstream. So at any rate, that's the reason for the revision. Any other discussion? Any other questions? Hearing none, could we have a roll call, please?
Wilson,
Yes.
Thayer,
Yes.
Gara,
Yes.
Miller, yes. LaShore,
Yes.
Secord,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
motion is carried.
Okay, next on the agenda, we have the Township Committed Funds for the Canoe Kayak Launch.
I'll make the motion to approve the township support for the construction of the canoe kayak launch at both the Hoffman and Davis Park site by contributing $10,000 to the project.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the so-called Township Committed Funds to the Canoe Kayak Launch. The communications arose, I'll read part of it, from Bill Wheeler. We've had a number of discussions with Tanya Moore from Spicer Group regarding the proposed canoe kayak launches. We have applied for the DNR Trust Fund grant and will be hearing some preliminary scores soon in efforts to apply for other grants that are eligible. She has recommended the township needs to provide some seed money or some type of commitment on our part for the project. We are requesting the township approve $10,000 toward the projects. Parks and Rec Department has contributed $2,900 and the TDA has contributed $9,600 toward the startup process of getting these projects going. The seed money will allow us to apply for other grants and show that the township fully backs the project for the various foundations. So basically what it's saying is that my understanding is that as you go to some of these foundations, whether it be the Anderson and the McNally Foundation, they expect that we would also be committing some money toward it before they're going to be willing to give us some money for whatever project it may be. So, any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion is carried.
And now we got sidewalks, Agnew Construction.
I'll make a motion to approve accepting the bid from Agnew Construction, 4097 Pierce Road, Saginaw, Michigan, 48604, to make necessary repairs of the sidewalks for the Bridgeport Township sidewalk project at the rates of $5.45 for 4-inch concrete per square foot and $5.95 for 6-inch concrete per
Second.
square foot.
Motion been made and seconded to accept the Agnew Construction as a contractor to do the work on the township sidewalks. The reason for the $5.95 to 6 inches, anytime you're going over a driveway, the concrete needs to be 6 inches thick. So that's the drains there. But at the present time, Normally, we would look at not to exceed a certain dollar amount, but because of the fact that we don't know exactly how many square feet in total we're gonna have, it's kinda hard to do that now, but we do have the commitment for the $5.45 and the $5.95 for the 6-inch. I just read something that came from Agnew. They understand having become familiar with the local conditions affecting the work to be done and with the sidewalk ordinance specifications, insurance and bond requirements, general provisions and agreement hereby propose to furnish all materials except as noted, all equipment and perform all work described in the specifications designated the sidewalk construction, Bridgeport, Charter Township, Agnew County, Michigan, at and for the unit prices stated below. And again, it states 4 inches, 3,500 pounds per square foot. That's the mixture of the concrete. $5.45 is the 4-inch and $5.95 for the 6 inches. But any other discussion? Questions? Okay, all those in favor of accepting Agnew Construction's quote, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, hearing none.
Motion is carried.
One more step along the road. Okay, now we've had requests for Halloween hours. Every year, I think in this case, I believe the merchants and the historical village requested. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the October 31st, 2014 Halloween hours as 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? I think a lot of people felt the earlier times, the 5 to 7 was too early for some people getting out of work and that kind of stuff, but I guess if somebody's trick-or-treating after 8 o'clock, they is probably not gonna arrest them or anything. Anyway, so that will be the blessing from the township, I guess, to trick-or-treat from 6 until 8. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, hearing none.
Motion is carried.
Deputy Clerk Resignation.
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of the current Deputy Clerk, Tammy McIntyre, as of September 2nd.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to accept the resignation as Deputy Clerk.
Do we have a little discussion?
I suppose we can do that.
Okay. I'd just like to thank Tammy for a job well done. She was more than a deputy. She ended up being a friend, and she helped me along in the process, and probably as patient as humanly possible, helping me learn the ways, and also making sure that everything ran smoothly. So thank you.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none.
All right. I missed the motion in the second. Did that happen?
The second came from the short.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay, next we got a new deputy clerk appointment.
Okay.
I will make the motion to approve appointing Lisa Shaw as deputy clerk as of September 2nd, 2014.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve Lisa Shaw becoming the deputy clerk. All those in favor, any discussion? Yes, All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, at this point, the clerk will give the oath of
come over. No, you come over here. Do you want to leave in your hands, please? Yeah? Okay. Please raise your right hand. I solemnly do swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this state,
and the Constitution of this state,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of Deputy Clerk
of the Deputy Clerk
for the Charter Township of Bridgeport,
for the Charter Township of Bridgeport,
County of Saginaw,
County of Saginaw,
State of Michigan,
in the state of Michigan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. And Lisa's been right in the midst of everything. I think she's going to be a great help. And Tammy's not going anywhere. She promised she'll still help if we have to have, which we might. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Sign this.
Congratulations. On election day and in preparation for elections, it's a madhouse. I've been around and I've seen it, and it's not an easy job. It can be very frustrating, and Tammy's done an excellent job. Tammy's very busy with the job that she has now, so this will allow her the time to devote more time to the job she has, and like Darlene said, I'm sure Lisa will do a fine job. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll need my glasses for this one. Next, we have accounts payable.
I'll make, go ahead. Let me do that.
I'd like to make a motion to approve checks 57109 and check 57200 in the amount of $295,179.61.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve check numbers 57109 to check 57260 in the amount of $295,179.61. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion is carried.
Pay bills. Okay, going into closed session, we don't have board comments on that I can see, but we'll still do them. Jimmy?
Tammy, you did a heck of a job for a long time, I'm gonna miss you at that. Lisa, if you do as good a job as it is you do, smiling at people and talking at the front desk, we're gonna be in pretty good hands, because I think you do an awesome job there. And Ruth Ann, you had your hands full with this sidewalk rigmarole, and, keep your head up. That's all I have.
I'd also just like to thank Tammy for all of her hard work, and also Lisa. I know we worked a little bit already for this primary election, and very busy job you guys have, so thank you very
Not bad.
Thank you, Tammy. Congratulations, Lisa. Eddie Fox, Pauline Stella, I'm sure we'll get this all taken care of for you sooner than later. Thank you. We had a great car show, if anybody showed up. I thought it was really neat, and we're looking forward to next year. And that's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you, Tammy. Welcome board, I'm going to let you, please sign where you do that.
Okay, I just want to thank our staff and our department heads as usual. Good job to both chiefs, the fire and the police department, and all And Lisa has been a real asset since she's working full-time downstairs, so it's made a big difference to have such good people working and making sure that everything runs smoothly up front. And thank you, Tammy, very much, and I look forward to working with you also, Lisa.
I just wanted to comment, the other day, Rose and I met with our new superintendent of schools, Tom Hill. Very energetic. I think the school's going to be in good hands. Anybody that would like to talk with him, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to talk to you. And I'll just second what everybody else said with Tammy and Lisa coming in. Other than that, and again, as far as the sidewalk issue, we're trying our best. We put a lot of time into it. Going to work with everybody and try and do the best we can to help people out and get issues taken care of. So, with that, motion to adjourn would be in order. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I don't have anything. We've covered everything, so thanks to these guys and great stuff. Sorry.
You're sure now?
Thank you.
All right, now, motion would be in order to adjourn.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the regular meeting of the Bridgeport Township. Yeah.
Support. Would have been made and supported to adjourn the Township Board meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Who supported it?
Steve Gordon.